Hello and welcome to the News9 Plus Show on the world's first news and current affairs OTT platform, News9 Plus. Karnataka goes to the polls again in a week from now for the remaining 14 Lok Sabha seats on the 7th of May. Now this is when a series of disturbing videos allegedly featuring Prajwal Revanna have surfaced. Revanna is a Janata Dal secular MP and part of the BJP-led NDA, but he's no ordinary MP. He's the son of a former state minister and grandson of a former prime minister. Now, the BJP had been warned by its party leaders that there were these videos being circulated. So why did the BJP go ahead with the alliance with the JDU? And how is this going to affect the BJP, which needs big wins from Karnataka to realize its 400-seat mission? Joining me to discuss this are Professor Chambi Puranik, my colleague Ajith Vijaykumar, Professor Suriyanarayanan and my colleague Mohammed Wajihullah from Bengaluru. Vaji, since you're on the ground, day of fast-paced developments, tell us what's happened so far since the scandal broke a few hours ago.
Well, we've had Kumaraswamy come out and speak right now, and even the father of Prajwal Revanna has just spoken to the press. We've just got the information, we've still not got the video of it. But what he said is that he clearly regrets what has happened. We don't know who has released this video. It's been 5-6 years old. So I will not speak anything with regards to the video, is what he said. But an investigation should happen on who has released this. But Kumaraswamy has gone a step further and he's gone on to say that the party will surely take action against this if there is any proof to this entire matter. He's also gone on to say that do not bring the name of the family.
Right.
Gowda is not involved, Kumaraswamy is not involved. But so far in the case, an FIR has been registered against Prajwal Revanna over sexual harassment, embarrassment of women, over assaulting, sexual assault. So all these cases has been registered against Prajwal Revanna, and he's been missing. Is also what we know as of now, because there is no idea where Prajwal Revanna is. The SIT has now sent all the videos that they have received from the complainant to the FSL, and they have also started their investigation on asking questions on what was actually happening there and who are the people involved in this. So case so far has been registered against Father Revanna and Prajwal Revanna for assaulting the maid and house help.
Chambi Puranik, how break down for us the significance of this, the release of these videos? It comes just as 14 Lok Sabha seats polling for this has ended, 14 more seats to go. Karnataka is a very critical state for the BJP, and in the middle of it comes this very shocking set of videos, which, I mean, the authenticity of this is yet to be ascertained, but it seems like there's a fair degree of truth in these. But tell us how significant these revelations are going to be, how it's going to affect the elections in Karnataka.
No, by and large, Sandeep, I don't think it will make an impact on the electoral verdict, or even in terms of voting in the second phase of Karnataka elections for Lok Sabha. But the most embarrassing thing is that both the JDS and BJP joined together, and now BJP leaders, led by the leader of the opposition, Mr. Ashok, have said that it's their lookout and they will definitely decide about that and all that. So it's a very unfortunate thing that Mr. Gowda at this age, he has to face this kind of scandal amidst the elections and all that. That's one thing. Number two, in terms of the local, whatever the rivalry that is there, this was there earlier also. We were told that Mr. Amit Shah was made known about these videos and all that kind of scandals and all that. And then they asked the JDS not to give the ticket to Mr. Prajwal. But, because of the family hold and the kind of obstinate attitude of Revanna family, they are, up against even Vijaykumar also, they don't care. So that means within the family, there is a rivalry between the two
brothers.
And
that's
one
right, Kumaraswamy and Revanna. Yes.
Yeah, it's there. That's why I think Mr. Revanna has lost a word about getting seat for Prajwal. But unfortunately, this has come. I think one day before the election that the video was circulated within Hassan kind of constituency, but it had no effect on that. Perhaps it will not have. Even in the second phase also, it will not have. But from the point of view of one-upmanship and criticizing BJP by
Right.
Congress and Congress versus others. These things definitely will take place. But unfortunately, it has become a major scandal for the entire, not only state, for the nation also, that when BJP is talking in high moral ground,
Right.
such things happen in the JDS and BJP combined. How
Right.
you are going to? So therefore, they have said, we openly welcome the SIT probe ordered by Chief Minister. And Chief Minister himself has said there is a prima facie case. Seems to be like that. And another thing is, Sandeep, Mr. H.D. Kumaraswamy is very balanced, a very calculated statement, saying that in Kannada there is a saying that "Uppu tindavaru neer kuditare." Those who eat salt, they have
Right.
to drink water. That's a kind of firm statement that he has given. Probably by
Right.
today evening or tomorrow, I think there will be a discussion or decision about whether to expel Prajwal or not. I think, in my opinion, as a public kind of, whatever the
Yes.
gauge public opinion and all that, I think if Mr. Prajwal is suspended from the party, if not expelled, I
Right.
think that will definitely, minimize the damage that has happened to Mr. Devagowda's family. And it's a very sad thing that Mr. Devagowda had to face this embarrassment.
Yes,
And
absolutely.
till now, he has not given any kind of a response or statement and all that.
Right.
Maybe he is waiting for the JDS High Command to meet and take a decision and all
Ajith,
that.
serious
This is how it
embarrassment
looks.
for Mr. Devagowda at age 80. He's probably one of the oldest active politicians
Yeah.
still around. He's been campaigning for his party and for the NDA as well. But, sexual harassment cases like this in Indian politics, what has been the life of these kind of allegations? Do they have a long life, or once the election season is over, do they continue? Do they haunt politicians, or do politicians invariably get away with these kind of allegations? Very serious allegations against both H.D. Revanna and his son
Yeah,
Prajwal.
Prajwal, right. So, Sandeep, the best way to look at this is to understand that when it comes to, sexual allegations, such cases, right?
Yes.
For a party which is not dependent on a family and a party leader there, he may, or that party may find it easy to brush it under the carpet. But when it comes to a family run, a Gowda family, right? So I think here such cases, and directly to be someone
Right.
who is part of the core of the family,
Yes.
for that person to be put under the scanner on such things, I think this is sad for the Gowda family.
Yes.
And I don't think so that they can easily brush off that taint.
It's,
If it were to be say of a national party and just a leader
Right.
there, possibly that is also there. And coming to your first question, I think sadly it is also true that such cases usually die the death after a while, after a month or so we
Yes.
kind of move ahead.
Right.
But the seriousness of the whole case and the number of women involved in this,
Yes.
this is shocking indeed. And I don't think so. I also personally don't think so that it will impact the elections, but certainly it will leave the Gowda family in a poor light.
Vaji, I want to come to you. This you were telling us today, and how the fact that the BJP already knew that there were these series of allegations against very key members of the Gowda family for several months now. What made the BJP go in for this alliance with the Janata Dal, despite knowing the fact that there were very grievous allegations, there were videos, there was a stay order that was obtained on the circulation of these videos? Why did the BJP go in for this tie-up?
Exactly, yeah. Devraj Gowda, the BJP leader, he had written a letter to Vijayendra, Amit Shah, and JP Nadda, as per what he claims, that he had written a letter to them, and he clearly told them that there are a lot of videos of Kumar Revanna in a lot of these compromising position, and I had also informed the party that they should not allow or give him a ticket and expect us to fight for him because he's a womanizer and all these sort. But these letters were not paid heed to, is what he said when he spoke to the press in the early in the morning. But the BJP continued to go ahead with this alliance. Could also give you an indication that in these particular seats, the BJP wanted to have a strong Vocaliga candidate, which
Right.
is the JDS, and also, like you mentioned, that there was a gag order on these videos that were there. And when Kumar Swamy says that why have these videos come out now, didn't come out that time, there may be people who may have leaked these videos, but there was a gag order on these videos, and close to 60 to 70 news channels had a gag order, which
Right.
included us also with regards to this video. So that is the reason why these videos didn't come out. Now, this video came out right 2 days before the polling of the Hassan constituency, and it went viral in that region. Is what that happened on that particular day. And even Kumar Swamy is one of those who's said this in his press conference that he did right now. Now, how much of this will damage the BJP and the JDS alliance is something the future will tell us. But from the jittery responses that we are getting
Right.
from both these parties, it is very clear that they are on a back foot when it comes to this scandal that is broken out right
They're
now.
on the back foot, but as Chambi Puranik says, that it doesn't seem to have doesn't seem likely to affect the prospects of the BJP at the elections. But how does it affect the JD Janata Dal secular in Karnataka, Chambi Puranik? The fact that you have very serious set of allegations, and the fact that an SIT has been constituted, which will continue to carry out these investigations of several months. The house of Gowdas is divided right now. You have the Revanna faction of the family, and you have the Kumaraswamy faction. Can they continue to hold sway as the third pole in Karnataka politics over the next couple of months? Or is this the end of the road for the family?
No, I don't think it's the end of the road for the family, because Mr. Revanna just 1 hour ago on television, he said we have faced such cases, several
Right.
cases for last 40 years, Lokayukta and other inquiry commissions
Yes.
and all that. So we will face the law, whatever
Right.
kind of inquiry, the law will take its own course. So I think, the hype that is created is very painful
Right.
for the people of Karnataka, because we hold ex-Prime Minister Devegowda in high esteem.
Yes, yes.
And Devegowda himself is known for a person who always respects women and all that. I
Yes.
heard one or several instances where when people were asking him to call lady police officers in the evening or deputy commissioner, he would say, no, we should not disturb them. This is not the time. During
Right.
daytime, I will do. Such kind of niceties and courtesies that Mr. Devegowda
Yes.
is definitely done. I think Mr. Devegowda's larger than life, image, and is taking action. It all depends on what action they are going to take today or tomorrow. I think
Absolutely.
that will send a correct message.
Right.
And as the previous observer mentioned, including Wajihullah, the public have been watching, what kind of action they will take. And
What?
definitely it's a big embarrassment to JDS, but it
Yes.
will not see the end of JDS, because they like Phoenix, they will again
Like
emerge
the-
in the
right.
politics, political life of Karnataka, because both Kumar Swamy, Revanna, Prajwal, and many others are young. And there are also workers who are loyal to Mr. Devegowda and Kumar
Right.
Swamy. Probably,
Right.
Instead of party being begging, I think Revanna is a very clever politician. He will lie low and
Yes.
go through whatever cases that are there. Probably later, when the case either it is proved guilty
Right.
and punishment is given, or acquitted, or whatever it is, it takes more than 5 to 6 years. I don't think SAT and all that, they will do that kind of job. I'm told that the kind of very complex process of the kind of nature of cases involved,
Right.
hundreds of women, as you mentioned, I think
Yes.
it will definitely take longer time. But the public memory, as you know, the kind of things that are there. Any new scandal, if emerges, this will be submerged in that also. This is how I look at it. Very
Right.
good, very unfortunate, and I think the people of Karnataka are really shocked about this kind of scandal, which was there earlier. As
Right.
Vijaykumar said, it was there, but we never thought that would explode
Yeah.
right time at the time of election, one after
Yes.
another, like that. It's
Right.
a very sad state.
Right. So, Ajith, this point that Chambi Puranik made, that public memory is really short, and it's just a question of another scandal coming around, and and this one will be forgotten. Do you think that's possible in this case as well? Given the fact that there are literally hundreds of women involved in this, it's very serious, the allegations. You could have an SIT, you could have several women's organizations involved in this. Or you take the dim view that, this is all politics and public memory is short.
Sandeep, I think allegations of sexual exploitation,
Yeah.
they are, we should not equate them with issues of corruption, for
Right,
example.
right.
So when it comes to issues of corruption, certainly public memory is short.
Right.
But here, someone who is part of the core of the Gowda family
Right.
and having exploited allegedly hundreds of women, I don't think so. This will move out of public discourse anytime soon,
Right.
and this will impact the family for sure. I certainly feel that this will impact the family and its aura that was there
Yes.
around that family.
A former Prime Minister
Correct.
who at age 90 is
Correct.
still active in politics.
Correct,
and-
correct. So I don't think so. It's right. As his father might have tried to do that. We have faced so many allegations, Lokayukta,
Right.
etc., etc.
Right.
But this is
This is
something
different.
This is more of a comes from that point of morality, right? So
Yes.
so in terms of if you are our politician, if you are someone who
Right.
who leads us,
Yes.
and you come from one of the first families of Karnataka,
Right.
for you having to done this,
Yes.
I don't think so. People will forget it.
Absolutely. Serious issues of morality raised over here by my colleague Ajith. And this remains to be seen how far these cases will go, how many of these women that the SIT is able to bring out and testify, get them to testify against the
That would
Gowdas.
take years. That would take
It
years
would
again.
definitely take years, but the allegations, as you mentioned, Ajith, are of very different nature, given the fact that there's a lot more awareness today than what it was a few years back. And it's very, very unlikely that the Gowda family could get away with this the way other politicians have got away in cases of corruption. But that's the story that we'll be tracking very closely. Gowda-ful, the story of Revanna's family being caught in one of the worst such cases of alleged sexual harassment of a series of women who've come forward in the middle of the hot election season in Karnataka. But thanks very much for joining us, Chambi Puranik, Professor Suriyanarayanan, my colleague Mohammed, Wajihullah, and of course my colleague Ajith, Vijaykumar in the story. Gowda-ful, that's a story we'll be tracking very closely here at News9. Thanks for watching.
Streaming on News9 Plus. News is now content. Subscribe and get free vouchers.